Good evening, everyone. I am Gloria Loredo, and I will be presenting on the topic, the impact of competition on an organization's success. My thesis statement for this evening is competition in an organization can positively impact its success. Business jargons refers to an organization as a collection of people who are involved in pursuing defined objectives as social system which comprise all formal human relations, or an organization which encompasses division of work among employees and alignment of tasks towards the ultimate goal of the company. This definition, by extension, projects onto the idea that if an organization is working to pursue objectives and accomplish goals, then it is reasonable to assume that it is the organization's prerogative to be successful. And if an organization is to be successful, what then would be the driving factors behind that success? According to Business Journal, there are 8 factors which influence an organization's success, one of which is competition. No doubt, in this presentation, we will take a closer look at the impact of competition on an organization's success. My hope is that at the end of this presentation, you will be in total agreement with me that indeed competition impacts an organization's success. To move forward, if competition impacts an organization's success, then thought must be given to the areas of competition. For the purpose of this presentation, we're going to look at 3 particular areas: goods and services, customer service, and prices of goods and services. As long as you are a human being, at some point in time, you would have garnered the experience or required goods and services of an organization. Whether that good or service may be physical, medical, spiritual, and so on. Think of what made you choose one organization over another. Was one organization goods and services more superior in terms of quality than another? In what way? Were you persuaded by the freshness, display, quality, type of material, prospect of getting more from one as opposed to another? Did you find yourself in favor of a set of adjectives for one organization, goods and services? Maybe American versus somewhere else, fancy as opposed to sophisticated instead of humble? Or have you found yourself trying to create quality where little to none exists within that organization? You therefore overcompensate because the goods and services are truly not competitive at all. But to mitigate circumstances, you reference the goods and services as ghetto fabulous, trending, out there, and even unique. Anything to not be upfront and say exchange, refund, or an outright rejection. In the end, the goods and services of an organization are competitive. The customers most likely will favor that organization over the other. As for customer service, this is huge. Customer service has been the center of many a customer's pleasure as well as displeasure. And so to substantiate my position, if you think about it, as much as organizations have been promoted by extremely satisfied customers, the same but opposite effect can be said for organizations with dissatisfied customers. While customers who have experienced the customer is king mantra from an organization and will highlight and halo that organization for its amazing customer service, a dissatisfied customer will wreak havoc on an organization by sharing their bad experience. Any strong organization knows that bad press or promotion, bad publicity, is an enemy. Apart from damaging the reputation of that organization, a customer who has experienced poor customer service can snowball into a financial wrecking ball for any given organization. When word gets around from a disgruntled customer of an organization poor customer service, the organization can only lose income at hand but may never get to capitalize on future income. For these reasons, an organization's customer service cannot only be good, it has to be great. And so, it has to be super competitive and the best. That organization's customer service then becomes the default service, automatically selected at all times. Lastly, when an organization offers a good or service for which charges are attached, the organization has got to understand that the prices must be competitive. While I will agree that there are people in this world who will simply purchase goods or services without price consideration, I will argue to eternity that there are way more people who will not only check the price of the goods or services, but will walk the proverbial mile to save a penny, and not to add salt in the wound, but during this extraordinary time in which we are living, where every moment there is an increase in a good or service, people will do whatever they must to keep many of their pennies as they can. This then impels organizations to make their prices super competitive. By customers having options, the customer will be better able to choose from which organization they would want to purchase. Bottom line then, it is my position that competition impacts an organization's success. An organization can be in the most beautiful building. It may even employ the most brilliant minds. The organization may even have the capacity to make large donations to worthy causes. Be that as it may, an organization which is not competitive is not attractive. There will be very little to draw customers' attention, and even if they do, they will not be able to keep the customers. Competitive organizations, on the other hand, will always spark curiosity, and when customers discover that that organization has the goods and services they desire, the organization's customer service is second to none, where the customer has a true experience of the customer is king, and finally, the prices are super competitive. What that organization will gain is an everlasting customer. Of course, this means that the organization will grow, get larger, more productive, and dependable, which in due season will become successful, giving total agreement to the statement that competitiveness does impact an organization's success.